Yes, ma'am.
I'm Vicki Moore, and I requested from Dr. Kraft an earnings sheet from 2009, and all I had to compare it to was the employees for 2008. And I agree with you, I don't think you have any room left to cut except for employees. From looking at your earnings sheet, I would say that your primary school and elementary school has no room to spare. I mean, I think you've got, I don't think you could ask for anything more. However, at the middle school and the high school, you do employ more people than the state is willing to pay for. I think I could probably justify the high school, but I would like to see what you think is do you think there's possible job savings there at the middle school and high school? And one more thing, your earnings sheet says that you earned 7 principals. I know you said that you had cut 1 assistant principal position. How many principals do you have at this time?
We have 1 at each school. We have 7 schools.
7 schools.
You have 7 principals? Okay, well you had 9 in 2007. But what about the middle school and high school? Do you feel like there's room for it? I know nobody wants to cut jobs, but we're talking about people who have to pay taxes. And this county there's only one county in Georgia that has a lower median family income than this one. I mean, I've heard a lot of averages, but this is an awfully poor county.
You're very accurate in your assessment of that sheet. I looked at a sheet that was sent to me from Ms. Watkins at the primary school today, and we are at a little over in each class size in K and 1. We're going to have to write a waiver to the state to ask for a waiver to go over the maximum class size in that school. And maybe I haven't looked at the data the last 2 days in the other schools. But you're right, that we're very tight in our elementary schools. I will tell you across the board, statewide, there's always more teachers at a high school than what the state earns. And a couple of reasons are that you try to offer a broad and comprehensive program. You may be offering chemistry, but only 11 students are in there. Well, do you not offer chemistry for 11? Or do you go ahead and it brings it down? And that's one example. There are many, many others. So high schools never can operate, and middle schools somewhere between because of their exploratory situations. They're usually in between the two. If the process would be to look at class size through all of our buildings and look where can we possibly absorb a loss of a teacher and still meet class size and not lose a critical area. So can we look at that? Certainly, and that's exactly what we would do if.
So you mentioned the middle school and the exploratory program. So you're on the middle school concept, which is much more expensive than what we used to go to the junior high school.
I'll give you another option. We're on the block schedule at the high schools. That means teachers are off for 90 minutes of planning. At any one time, 25% of the faculty is not teaching. One option is look at the 6-period day, which means school systems left when you only have 1/6 of it off. That can reduce some. Again, I'm not telling you that's the most appropriate thing to do, but that is something that can be looked at.
And I think one thing possibly at the middle school, Vicki, that may be where some of the special ed overrun teachers are. In other words, again, folks with IEP, Dr. Carlisle was about to address that.
I will let her know that again, because we have the middle school that did lose 2.5 certified positions as a direct result of these budget cuts. So, in light of that, the middle school has been affected. And as you said, we're having to be very creative in the things we're doing to meet class sizes and to attempt to continue to offer quality education to our students so that we're doing more than just babysitting and managing kids on a day-to-day basis. So, I do understand what you're saying, but at the middle school, we did lose some very valuable positions due to these budget conditions.
But you could still save money by going away from the middle school concept.
I'm not sure that's true. You still have X number of students divided by X number of teachers. You just said by leaving the middle school concept, could we save positions, reduce positions? Ms. Moore, I'm not sure that's accurate. because mathematically, you still have the same number of students that have to be served, and no teacher's getting extra planning time, off time, because of the middle school concept.